Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness, a channel dedicated to your spiritual well-being. Okay, so just going to do a quick reading. I'm going to use The Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn, and I'm going to use the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. Let's get started. This is just going to be a quick reading. Lots of stuff changing. Hope it's changing for the better for you. And let's get started. Okay, relaxation and healing chaos. This is like the tower. And it feels like we're just kind of going with the flow here and allowing whatever needs to change. So no resistance, just relax and go with the flow. Let the chips fall where they may, because everything is being orchestrated in divine timing with a divine purpose. It may seem turbulent, but it's not really affecting you. So this really feels like, to me, it's more of the outside, and you're kind of looking in, just watching, being the neutral observer, which is exactly what you should be doing. We've talked about this in other readings. So let's get started on some tarot for you. Let's get the details. I like the deets. Find out anything specific that you need to know about going with the flow. And this is very Plutonian energy. Pluto has now gone back into Capricorn for the last time, and it's like definitely tornado. Here's the Knight of Voices. That's the Knight of Swords. Page of Emotions. This may give you a whole new emotional perspective, because you might be seeing things with clarity for the first time. Let's pull the rest of the card. Oh, I love that Six of Wands, Six of Inspiration. That to me is just like, with clarity comes liberation, and with liberation comes inspiration. Oh, the Queen of Inspiration. There you are, darling. You're just embracing this. I mean, you are a seasoned spiritual being, and you know that this, and there's that Queen of Swords. You know that all of this chaos, the disruption here, is because all the old structures have to go. The old templates have to go. And that's part of the reason, if you're a twin flame, that you're here and incarnated at this lifetime, was because you're bringing a new template on board, online, for the collective, for humanity. And it's about unconditional love and not about control. This is the control structures being eradicated. And then here you are, just like, I'm just going to sit with my book. I'm not even going to get involved in the fray. I'm not going to get involved in the, the chaos. I'm just going to love it for what it is. Here we have I'm going to put it in a challenge position, but it's not. That is the King of Pentacles. Just being grounded, being good to oneself, good self-care, self-love during this time. Very important. Ten of Voices. There's been something that you've been kind of dragging around that's really kind of been weighing on your thoughts. And it's kind of painful. It could have been something that happened when you were a different version of yourself. But it's time to let go of that, because you want to have more of a positive outlook as opposed to hinging everything on the negative. There's the Star card. It's the only major arcana we have here. And this is all about this healing. So there might be something in your life that is getting stirred up and transformed, but this is like the Death and Rebirth card, the Tower card. There's something that needs to be let go of, that it's been a little painful for you. You've been kind of dragging it around with you and I do believe it's at a conscious level. And it's just been kind of disrupting you. And it's like it's an unresolved issue. an unresolved hurt, an unresolved situation. And this is the healing part of it. It's going to come in and stir it up so that you can get to literally the bottom of it. You know, you're getting into the sediment part and saying, okay, what it is that I've kind of emotionally buried, that I haven't really wanted to deal with, and now I've got to deal with it because I got to heal with it, and it's not going to be really comfortable. So that's more on your personal level. Of course, we see globally what's going on, but for you, this is a new perspective on something. It's kind of a release, but whatever it is, there's going to be some clarity. Yep, see, Page of Voices. Look at, looking right, seeing it clearly for the first time. Seeing it clearly for the first time. And then through that clarity is liberation. And the Hermit, yeah. There's going to be some time that you're going to kind of ruminate about this and like, you know, why didn't I see that? Because you were in denial. There was an element of it that was triggering, and so you just decided subconsciously that you just didn't want to really put your energy into focusing on that to heal it. Kind of swept it under the carpet, so to speak. So now the carpet's being raised and shaken out, and so all the dust and debris, all that sediment is starting to make the waters cloudy so that actually you can deal with it, dig deep, excavate that, deal with it, and then it clears up. Now, if you go back and look at my new moon in Virgo reading that I posted, I think it was Tuesday, you may want to go ahead and, no, I posted it today. Go ahead and look at that because that was something that needs to change. That will be kind of tied to this reading, so make sure you check that out because this is kind of specific. I'm going to pull 3 cards, the Emperor, the 2 of Inspiration. Yep. And bottom of the deck is 9 of Emotions. Okay, so in order to get to this liberation of this tumultuous energy, you need to go ahead and let it go. You've got the 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands to me is it's time to lay down this burden. This is a closing of some sort of past hurt, and I believe it's in the past because it's something that we need to overcome. We have the 6 of Inspiration and the Star card here. This is something that needs to be healed, that's been latent in your psyche. You know it's there. You just, every time it kind of, you open it up, you kind of get emotionally triggered and you like stuff it back in. And like, I just don't want to deal with it. But now is the time that we really need to take the time to emotionally I'm trying to, it's almost like you're surgically removing it. They're giving me all kinds of visualizations here, and one of them is like the freezing of a wart. I'm sorry, it's true. That's what they're showing me. It's like you're freezing this wart off, and now it's time for it to be let go. But we have the 2 major arcana here. We have the Star card, Aquarius energy, Hermit card, and this is about taking that time to pull back, go within, really excavate this and get the clarity so that you can get the liberation. This is all about becoming liberated. And I mean, the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands is embracing it for its truth and acting upon that truth with the best of intentions. It's like you're seeing something for the very first time in its truth. And that could be politically, it could be globally what's going on, it could be just a personal perspective shift. But I really feel like this is pulled through, you know, some deeply excavated truth. And then because of that, you're just able to relax. Now, on the global scale, you're doing exactly what you should do, realizing that whatever is happening globally is because it is a transformative process. Old structures are dying. The things that aren't working are having to be removed. And it's a dramatic process. This wasn't going to be something that was just a fade away. This was going to be a, shoot out to the last act. And I don't mean that literally, but I'm saying, there is, the kind of the old structures, we're going to hold on until the absolute last. But you're just, you know what, you're not engaging, and that's great. But on a personal level, this is about you excavating something that you didn't want to see the truth of. It could be about your counterpart. It could be about a soulmate, could be about a work relationship. I don't have a lot of pentacles here. So it really feels more like, with all the swords energy here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards of swords and 1 card of pentacles. And that pentacles could be about your budget, could be about your finances, and taking charge of that and really seeing the truth of maybe some debt that you have, maybe some, financial chaos that you're experiencing. But it's like you got to look at it for the real. And what we say sometime in a legal context is look at it on the face. Don't try and project. You got to have the courage to look at it for what it is. Like, okay, and this is all my debt. This is what I have accumulated in debt. And here's my plan with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Here's my plan to be able to take control of this debt. That's an example for somebody. Because that is part of your spiritual well-being, is not being so frustrated with your finances and being able to be more relaxed in your financial well-being. Okay, so here are the 3 cards. Here's the Emperor, and look at her. It's just like, I'm taking charge. Whatever this is that has been a burden to you, you are taking charge of it, because it's time to let it go and start calculating a new future based upon the truth, as opposed to basing on the illusion that was more comfortable for you. Okay? Bottom of the deck. Okay, yeah. See, 9 of emotions is you're going to get to a place of supreme satisfaction, is what my guides are saying, when you actually deal with this. So if it's been about money, you may want to go ahead and, maybe construct a budget. But the most important part of this reading is, whatever this is for you, you need to face it on the face. Not project what you want it to be. Not project all the little innuendos and the assumption, based upon assumption. Look at it for what the reality of it is, and then figure out a plan on how you're going to be able to deal with this and be able to overcome it, heal from it, and move forward. All right, that's your reading. Hope it helps. Please leave me a comment. I love reading your comments, and thank you to all of my subscribers. You give me the incentive to do this, because I know you're there and you're supporting me, and I appreciate that so much. I can't wait to see you again. Namaste.